We are about to see Land of Bad.
Land of Bad.
We just got done seeing one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Well, let's hope this is better. This is
Land of Bad.
Land of Bad. I know, that's why it's just a bad omen.
Okay.
I looked it up. It said visceral something and then patriotic. And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Could be.
Interesting. I don't know anything about this. I've never even seen
I know
you told me
the
about it
vague
last night,
story, because we were going to see Bob Marley, but I was like, well, this one came out this weekend too. So basically, it's this guy gets shot down behind enemy lines.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then Russell Crowe ate way too much food in the last 15 years, and he's really overweight. So now they're like, you can't be in the field. You used to be an action star. Now you got to be the guy in the chair. So that's the story.
You're a chairman.
It's like Russell they're like, it's actually Russell Crowe in the movie. And they're like, hey, man, you got to pilot this drone to lead this guy out of this fucking territory.
Wow.
So that's the story.
That sounds kind of cool, though.
Kinda.
Land of Bad. Yeah, I don't know.
It's an hour and 50 minutes.
Okay, that's not.
I don't know. What do you think about war movies like that?
I like them. One of my favorite movies is Tears of the Sun, if you've ever watched that.
I didn't. It's got Brucey Willis?
Yeah, it's one of those, we got to get these people out or get out of the jungle. It's a rescue mission, basically.
I think that's what this is going to be.
That is one of my favorite movies of his, for sure.
Here's my thing. Please no shaky cam.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
Please no shaky cam. I want the action believable if this is a fucking war story. And I want...
Yeah.
I don't know. I want those two things.
Everything else is kind of like,
Yeah, I don't really care who's got the secret launch codes, or I don't care about any of that shit, to be honest.
Right.
I really don't.
If it's a rescue mission, I feel like it's going to be kind of straightforward, and I do appreciate movies that are not overly complicated for complication twisty sake.
Correct.
Like, can we just have a challenge and then we're done with the movie?
Yeah, he's on it. He's just
that sounds bad enough. Do we have to have double crosses and triple
triple crosses?
Do we really need that?
The CIA was in on it.
It was in on it. Yeah, exactly.
It's an inside job.
It's an inside. They're really trying to kill him, and now he's got to shoot down another drone.
He knows too much.
Yeah. He's
just like a regular soldier. He knows too much. He's seen way too much.
The
tattoo on the El Chavo's fucking ass. Whatever. I don't know. Now we have to kill him.
Now you have to kill me for that statement. What?
I don't know.
Chavo's ass.
I'm just pulling shit out of my ass.
Truly, you are.
But anyway, I don't want any of that shit.
Nope, we don't want any of that.
I want him to have some friends that are loyal to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Prove their loyalty,
backstabbing.
and they're brave, and there's
camaraderie and brotherhood.
And the fucking, like Die Hard with Reginald fucking...
Family guy,
that's what I want, because it's going to be a guy in the chair and a guy in the
talking
operation.
To each other, bonding and learning about,
that's what I hope it's like.
I shot a kid.
That's what Russell Crowe's going to say. He's like...
I nuked a family on accident, sorry.
No, I made an album.
I was in Master and Commander. No, I never saw that.
Les Miserables. I'm the worst singer on television.
Les Miserables. Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. So I expectations. I have none. I have no idea what to expect.
I didn't watch the trailer or nothing. So
Russell
I just
Crowe
read
is decent as an actor. So
he's good. I like him.
I really liked him in Gladiator. That was a decent movie.
I like him all around, but
yeah, I haven't seen that many movies of his, but I
actually saw Master and Commander, and he's really good in it.
Yeah, okay.
He is. He's a good captain type dude.
Right. He plays a good probably a stern badass.
I know that from the image that I saw him, he's old and overweight now.
Well, I mean, he's got to be how old now? I mean, fuck,
60 something, maybe 70. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
I'll be that old fat guy one day.
Someday. It'll be great.
And I'll be like,
people be wiping
shot a kid.
People will be wiping your Chavez.
El Chavo. I don't even know where that name came from. Anyway, we'll let you go on that note.
Yeah.
And we're going to go see this movie, and hopefully it's a good time.
Yep.
Anything else to add?
No, I just the fact that we're going into a movie right after the one that we just saw.
This is like 20
We
minutes
just
later.
did the review of the other one, and then now we're going back.
And my voice is already gone from laughing so much at the other one.
The raspies, man.
I can already feel it.
So wish us luck on this one.
Yeah,
hopefully
it's
it'll
good.
be good. So
See yous.
not doing that.
Getting right to it. Here we go.
Jumping right in. All right, movie.
We're in a cold car. It's cold.
We are.
And I'm very cold.
It's darker probably than the last 30
it was
seconds.
bright and
that we
sunny
watched.
out.
Yep,
But suddenly after this movie, it got chilly.
it did.
That was something else.
So I really like this movie.
Like literally, that was something else. I thought
Wow.
I was expecting kind of like a B movie.
No.
But,
This movie it's serious, and there's
and
no
super
like.
not serious. Like
Yeah.
their banter is so perfect.
It is. It's really good.
Let's set this up. They're a squad sent to go
Extract a person out of a.
extract someone from somewhere in the Philippines,
Yes.
where they have all these old Japanese bunkers from World War II,
Yes.
and their job is to go in,
So
extract
it's a
the
squad of
access,
4.
and get out of there.
Yep.
We don't want to spoil nothing.
They call what the main
He
character.
cheated, by the way. He
What?
fucking had 4 shots worth of
I didn't
whiskey.
need them. This wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah, but now
And I
you
was
smell
really
like
into-
booze.
Well, whatever. We get pulled over.
I
I'll
just
be
wish
like,
I could drink and watch
breathalyze
movies.
me, officer. I'm not. I'm the problem.
Typically, though, like when you drink, you enjoy movies more. So I consider it cheating.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're
Okay,
cheating, and I'm not. So I'm
cheating.
I'm gonna be
I cheated
honest.
twice today.
You didn't drink for the first one.
No, but for like I saw the review of the other one. Or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. So without spoiling, because now you know the story.
So the main character, he's the comms guy that deals with the
Drones
UAVs
and just
and yeah.
ordering strikes and all this stuff.
Yeah, so and Russell Crowe is the main he's the eyes in the sky. He's the pilot of the drones. Him and his partner. And so the premise is this whole journey for them together to shit goes south a little bit, but like let's talk about the team banter like you were saying and the dynamics between all the characters.
It's
and how
really, really good.
it is.
It's
You can tell there's camaraderie there, and like,
well, they don't know him. He's the newcomer.
he's the weirdo on the
So-
team. He's like, well, I guess if you've never been in a real, he's been in like one other mission that was hot. Like,
Yeah, but so they kind of treat him like the newbie, the green.
they pick on him a little
greenie,
bit, but
and
like with
his
good
nickname's
intention.
Fruit Loops for like the first half of the movie. But
Yeah.
but I'll tell you this. So really good acting.
Yes.
Everyone gets along. Like I don't know. You can tell that they're like. I mean, they're risking their lives for each other.
Yeah, they're bros. I mean, there's no. There's
And because
no
of
doubt
the
about
feats
it.
that happen during it, because they go
Yeah.
through a lot of shit. They go through a lot of shit.
and
I
they
thought the movie was
fucking-
over, and there was like
they
another
fucking
45.
suffer so
Yeah,
bad in
there's
this
a lot
movie.
of- well,
there's a lot of.
No spoiling.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad shit. Yeah,
Shit goes south, man.
it goes south, but
And-
it's a gory ass fucking movie.
It is. They don't pull any punches. The explosions are believable. Like things like that.
I love the explosion.
Yeah, they
That
were
was
great
awesome.
in this. This movie
There's a bunch
felt,
of drone strikes, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, this movie felt like realistic to me.
To me, it was exactly what when I played Ghost Recon back in 2004
yeah, it
or
felt-
whatever
that
it was
year
like
was.
Ghost
Yeah,
Recon mixed with like Sniper Elite, the video game.
It really was.
It felt like a video
had
game. They're like,
yeah.
and everything, all the technology was believable, and you're like, oh my god, like it was really, really fucking cool. You felt like you're like,
Oh yeah.
you felt like they did a lot of research and they know how these commando teams work.
They do.
And it played out that way. It was great. And
For sure.
lots of fucking people getting their heads fucking shot off.
Oh god.
Lots
Gory
of fucking
movie.
blood,
Yeah.
stabbings, beheadings, all
Oh my
kinds
God.
of shit.
It
was graphic.
This movie is super rewarding though, for the most part.
It's graphic as fuck.
Yeah.
It's rewarding. I'll tell you this. Russell Crowe and his
He's really fun.
like sister character.
Yeah, they're like
two people in the chair.
Yeah, they operate a drone together. She's
They're
the
great.
eyes, and he's
They're great together.
He's the pilot and the
uh,
fire weapons. Too.
Yeah, and it was like Die Hard. He was
Totally,
He
yeah.
was like talking him like, "Hey man, you gotta buck up."
Yeah, I know. He's talking him through hard
motivating
shit
him and
like,
stuff. It was great.
You kept saying, "I shot a kid."
He said he started going in the movie. He's talking on the comms and he's like, "I shot," and I was just like, "I shot a kid."
Don't say it to kid, dude, please.
I shot.
I thought he was gonna say something like, I misfired and blew up like buildings I shouldn't have, or something like that.
I figured they just ripped Die Hard off, but no.
But they didn't. They didn't.
He's just
it was great.
Oh man.
So
there's some
Russell Crowe's
there's some twists
character
and stuff.
is
That's great.
He's older. He should be retired. He's almost retired.
Yeah.
And he's really good at what he does, I think.
Super good at what he does.
He's like and like he's got a younger co-pilot, we'll call her.
Yeah.
And their teammanship together, he protects her even a couple times from superiors and pick.
Oh yeah.
And stuff like it. It's really cool, but like the way they try to I don't know. I feel like their dynamics was great, and then like his with the main character,
correct,
was believably like he's motivating.
Well, yeah, because he just met the guy and he's okay, and he's talking him through
eventually
it. Eventually,
they talk about shit like, "Oh, where are you from?" Oh,
I like
really?
his name being Reaper because he's like he brings death.
Oh, he is
that's
he's
Russell
a
Crowe's
war machine.
He he presses a button and fucking people die. Lots
in
of people,
huge numbers. And it's great.
These are some big fucking missiles.
They're big. Their Hellfires are not.
They blow up like
around with, man.
big shit.
Those are big ass ordinances. So
I don't know. It's really cool. They bring they run out of ammo, so everything's believable. They run out of ammo in the drones, so they call in like a Raptor to do some other shit.
They call in an F-18, and then eventually a B-1 bomber has to join.
It wasn't a Raptor. I swear they said the word Raptor.
Yeah, that's what the UAVs are.
Oh, okay.
I
don't know military
that's what they're called. Yeah, and their designation is a Q.
I really like this movie.
Yeah,
and I think that
really good.
If you
it's really good.
If you like blow up fucking commando, I don't know. I've never seen a movie like this.
Not really, no.
They're always so like brazen, like
they're over the top as if the heroes have all the cards in their hand.
Correct. Yeah.
And in this, they're at a huge disadvantage.
They're being smart.
And they're
just being smart about being commandos.
They're good at what they do, but
he hides a lot.
Oh yeah, he's on
a
run
hide because there's.
Yeah,
you can't take on 6 people with guns.
They don't.
And it's just you.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking hide.
Like multiple characters get tagged by weapons fire.
Yeah, that
main
one
character gets hit, but he doesn't. It hits his equipment and shit, and he's just like, I don't know. Yeah,
but it was really cool to see. Like how their technology, because he's got this flip phone.
He's got like a GPS flip phone where he can
it's like right here, and that's how he communicates, or that's how he knows what's going on.
Yeah, that's where he's given his coordinates from.
He can see what the drones see on that. So then he fucking tells
them a camera feed of what they're looking at.
Yeah, it's great,
and it's really neat because the drone footage is like. They're always like, okay, we're going to look 500 meters ahead and make sure it's clear for you.
People,
and he's just trying to get the fuck out of there. But the other thing is like, he's not, it's not just him. I mean, at certain points, their whole team.
They regroup and a bunch of things
are happening.
Yeah.
So like, it's really neat, the interaction.
No spoilers though.
From the, the sky and the ground. Yeah. Great soundtrack. I think it was orchestral. Yeah, it was.
They threw I hate country music, and
but
there's a couple country songs
because it's like Russell Crowe's
character. At least it was older country songs. I can at least accept that.
Sure,
but
I'm trying to think. The pacing was really good.
The pacing was great.
Yeah, I was not.
Yeah,
like
it's just a solid fucking movie.
It is.
It's solid.
I think this was a well done, put together. So the main character, have you ever seen John Dies at the End?
No.
It's like this psychedelic, weird Bill and Ted's version.
You're comparing it to this, how?
Well, because the main character acts in that, and it's a weird dark comedy. But in this, he's a good actor.
It's Liam Hemsworth, and he gets like flack for not being as good looking and awesome as Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, fuck that.
He's great.
Fuck that.
He's taken over The Witcher.
He's
for Henry Cavill. This guy's taken over The Witcher.
Good choice.
He's fucking ripped.
Yeah, he is.
And I think his acting in this, when he was acting
so
fucking
good.
Scared, and he had adrenaline, he's having panic attacks.
And then, like, he's got to step it up, and like...
Yeah, it was awesome.
Because he doesn't have the combat experience that everyone else does, but
correct.
By the end of the film, he is the most brutal motherfucker ever, and he's terrifying. He's done. He's just done losing.
I'll tell you this.
And he
kills a guy with a rock to the face. It's not really as kind of a spoiler, but he kills a guy with a rock
after
and
he's
20
already
hits to the face.
stabbed him.
He's already stabbed like through the heart, and he takes a rock
and then he's just like,
and he gets him like 20 times the face. There's so much blood, like
visceral, and
it's squirting out his face.
Oh,
and
he's
like,
just, I don't care. And like, it's funny because in that moment, the team member
God.
who was always like giving him shit for being,
hey, Fruit Loops.
Yeah, like that. He's like, okay, I think we've established that you're a warrior now.
I like
Holy
that
fuck.
commander guy, Sugar.
Yes.
He was
Sugar
like,
was the sweet.
I like how
for sure.
It's 4-man squad. Two guys are giving Fruit Loop shit the whole time and like don't trust him. They're like, because he's green. They're like, oh yeah, just don't fuck up, man.
Yeah, just keep your shit together. Keep your head on this wheel. We'll do all this.
Sugar, the commander, he's like, no, man, just
good.
trust your training. Just fucking.
He's
follow
got
my
it. Don't
command.
give him, yeah.
And like, don't listen to these guys.
So
it's
Sugar.
really great.
Well, okay, we can get into spoilers.
Wow, we're gonna rate it first.
Oh, this is hard. Because I really like this movie.
There's
a lot.
two plot things that I was like, nah.
Oh,
but,
with the boom
thing,
yeah.
But there's another one that I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's rate it.
They kind of detract because of how perfectly executed
everything
it is.
else is in this movie.
It sticks out like a sore thumb
so
strongly.
Because you're like, everything is so polished. Why is there a scratch in this?
Everything else is so exactly like the writers and the fucking script guys were so cohesive.
Yeah.
That
hey, let's talk about the CGI. I thought it was really good.
Good.
It was good. What else?
It wasn't much of it. The
villain was interesting because there is a villain.
Yeah. I liked him a lot.
He had a lot of
weird. Evil charm.
he did, but like his he
had good lines.
Yeah, his line deliveries were great, but like the things he said, talking about like, just what was he saying? Even I forget, like specifically, like
I look a man in the eyes before I kill them.
Not just like I'm. It's kind of like that.
It hurts me to kill people.
Yeah,
it does.
And you're like,
I'm different than you.
Yeah,
but anyway, that's spoiling it. Let's get to ratings.
That's true. Oh man, I can't. I don't know. This is at least an 8.
I was gonna say I'm between an 8 and a 9.
This is at least an 8. This is a really good movie.
I think I'm gonna settle with an 8.
I think so too.
Because to me, it was even during the day, even during the daylight scenes, it had like the sun's wide out. And it had like a dreary filter on everything. A little bit,
yeah. There was a grayness to some of the shots.
And I don't like when they film shit like that because it brought down the tone.
They're trying to. I think they're doing that whole thing where like, well, it's like 2:00 in the afternoon, but we got to make it seem like it's later. So throw the filters on, and then it washes everything out, and you're like, what?
The other parts are every time they're running, not during combat necessarily. Not when they're fighting. Well, some of the combat there was shaky cam, but when they're running, it's shaky fucking. I was like, oh god, it was making me like, oh god.
It was unfortunate because it didn't.
Yeah, they didn't need to do that.
Well, here's the thing.
Anyway, you said 8. We gotta keep moving on this.
Okay, let's just say it's an 8.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Okay. So,
but anyway, keep going with what you're saying.
Oh,
I just want to get that out of the way.
Yeah, I don't think that the shaky cam. It wasn't overly used.
It was to me.
It wasn't during
he
like
slid down a hill.
Yeah.
And the camera's 50, 60 feet away. You see him on the screen like this big. And it's like shaky cam. I was like, you're up in the air.
Yeah, that's true.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
No.
Yeah.
Just no.
I hate shaky cam. I hate it.
I think it has its place, but it's overused in general.
I'll tell you.
And then this movie.
Yeah. The place.
Because anytime where it's running and you're like right behind the character, that makes sense. But like
I still don't like that. I'd rather have swooping drone shots or something.
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah, they're better. I think
I don't know.
It's a way to disguise like how cheesy a fight scene is usually.
I know.
That's what it is. It's like, and then you're like,
they're just running.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
Just running.
So it's like,
you don't
why
have
are
to,
we
I know he's running.
Yeah.
You don't have to disguise him running.
The stream. Let him show us why. You're right.
All right. Well,
can you imagine like? You're the guy who's always like, okay, ready? With
the camera.
Best shaky cameraman in the business. Let's hire Bob, whatever the fuck.
Be an Oscar.
For sure. It's so stupid. But anyway,
so this guy that I really like, Sugar.
Oh, yeah. He's the squad leader. He's the squad leader.
Sucks.
So,
but he's badass.
Their shit
He's from the Heroes, the old TV show that I really liked.
Wait, which one? Which character?
The commander.
No, which character in Heroes?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. I actually like that show too.
That show's great.
That had a lot of potential, and I think
he was one of the main characters of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just you got to imagine him without a beard.
That's it. Yeah.
But, so what happens?
Peter was he with?
Yeah, that's Peter.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So what happens is
good. Yeah.
He's a good actor. We'll just beginning. There's a lot of banter.
Yeah, there is.
And it suffers from that. This is why it's an 8. Also, it suffers from that thing where we got a fucking mission.
Yeah.
And we got to walk like 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
And we're going to walk at 1.4 miles per hour.
Yeah.
They're walking through the jungle.
They're
like,
in the jungles.
Yeah, but it's clear pathways and shit.
Sometimes.
Like, all the spots that they showed them, they're just walking they're like meandering. Like,
well, here's the thing. They're full of equipment, right?
I don't.
And then you have to frickin' pace yourself because when you get there, you don't want to be exhausted. And any person who studies military tactics knows that.
I don't care. They're walking slower than my slowest walk. Ever.
And then they're just talking like...
Yeah, but it's so slow. I'm telling you, if say a person walks at 3 miles per hour, these guys are going like 1.5. I don't know, whatever.
It's an interesting point. I guess I never really thought of it.
Every scene they were walking, and then...
In the beginning.
Yeah, the only time that because his pace was like that when he's on his own, and then...
Kind of.
And then it got better.
At that point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's exhausted.
But yeah, it suffers from that. Like, we're in the jungle. We just need to...
They are on paths.
We just need to fucking stop so we can build character rapport.
Sure. Which
so we're just going to walk.
It actually did work.
You know,
they had the dialogue in this is really good. So,
it is. It's actually fantastic. There's a line where he's like...
Yeah.
Oh, I see movement. Oh, it's just a fucking oink oink. He's like, what's a oink oink? A pig, you idiot. Just like the picture in your wallet. I was like, hell yeah.
Or in your helmet.
No, oh yeah,
because he's got a picture of a picture of his wife and kids in the.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh yeah. And it tucked to the top of his helmet. Yeah.
Goofy, funny shit like that.
Yeah, it was good.
So when you see these guys finally make contact with the enemy, they're really good at what they do, but they're not like so good that.
The problem is there's so many guys.
Yeah, because what happens
so many targets.
The mission falls apart because another group of villains basically
show up and kill the fucking guy.
They kill the people So, and they have a way bigger force. So they're like, oh, fuck.
They got like 50, 60 guys.
It's a lot.
Against 4.
Okay.
But it's realistic.
They literally cut the wife's
head off.
One of the characters.
Of the guy
and it showed, like, it's just like, and her head's all.
And then they bring this kid.
Pretty
and
bad.
The fucking commando's like,
to cut
he's like,
little boy's
I'm not
head
gonna
off.
watch these motherfuckers cut this kid's head off.
We're hot.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, that's when they send a bomb in too for distractions, and they start taking dudes out, and then shit goes south.
People.
But when they do this, when they fucking go and they're about to chop the kid's head off.
Oh,
it's the terrorist leader. It's clearly the terrorist
sniper
leader. He's the one with his machete.
Yes.
He gets shot in both legs. Boom, boom.
And he drops.
Shit. And then, later on, he's walking around like he's a badass.
Fine, yeah.
This is literally 20 minutes later. No, it's the next day.
Whatever.
He hides through the night.
I don't give a shit. Like, what are you, Wolverine? Fuck off.
He's walking around. There's no clear signs of trauma at all.
No, he's not limping or in a wheelchair. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
I was like, oh, you kind of lost a point almost.
The whole point. Because it's like, that was a crux of like,
that was
how they saved a boy and all this stuff, and then the guy's just fine.
And that's why that guy was out to get him so hard, because he got fucking his legs blown off.
Yeah. It would look like it. He was fucked after that.
Yeah, his legs exploded.
Was
poof.
Huge.
Yeah, dude,
like, their fucking shells.
It was rocking.
I don't know what it was, but it was impressive.
I don't know.
So what happens? Then they end up going,
I don't know. I'll say all the combat was fucking believable and great.
It was. It was really good. And they're on the defense the whole time.
Yeah.
It's really neat because they're covering each other's positions in that scene.
A way that you would think that they tactically do that.
Like, instead of like, oh, okay, I got those guys down there, I'm trying to kill it. It's like, oh shit, dude, there's guys behind you or over there, and like,
the problem is
they do this, and they're hitting
the problem is
each other's asses.
There was a fucking cave entrance where all their barracks are.
Yeah.
Right behind them, and they didn't realize it. They thought it was a shed.
Yeah,
but it turns out it's a fucking entrance to these cave systems.
Elaborate cave system, which
so
they find out about later.
Pile out of there, and they're like, now they're flanked.
Well, I like he throws the gum down there, and it's like, clink, 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 and it keeps going. He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's when he should have realized, but
Yeah.
or I think he might have started.
I think
to
he had
realize.
an idea, but like they come right out of.
He tries to get rid of his gum on a rock, and then he drops it down the fucking chimney.
There's like
and he hears it
air
going
vent,
ding, 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 ding.
and then it's like, oh wait, that's not
And
going
then
down to.
after a minute, after everything starts exploding, he hears people yelling.
Yeah, and he's like, dude.
It was cool though.
Yeah,
that was
no,
great.
it was great. So a lot of the like the air support stuff is really neat. Like with all because there's three. I mean, it's really
like,
cool.
yeah!
But like seeing the the CGI for like the drone
coming
and all
in,
that,
dropping the missile.
It's good. It looks
solid.
It's solid, and so like that was impressive because like they didn't really need much else CGI.
Yeah.
That was all they needed, and then the rest is like conventional real explosions that are
This felt
blowing
like
people
a
to.
really good Call of Duty campaign.
You're not wrong. Yeah, it had all the hallmarks of a good story like that, where you're like, the
fucking,
mission,
he goes to get extracted. He thinks everyone's dead. He goes to get extracted.
Yeah,
and his fucking
squad
they start shooting his fucking
Yeah.
helicopter, and tying him down.
Yep.
And that's when he's like
trying to get to an evac zone.
And fucking
Yeah.
Russell Crowe's like just bombing all these trucks, these jeeps full of these dudes and shit.
He expends the entire load of the Raptor on all these fucking squads of like, vehicles rolling up with fucking.
But that's
he's like, no, we're gonna get rid of them, and they wipe everybody out. But the LZ is still too hot though for because the
so they
chopper
left.
parts out. So he's like on his
Then
own.
he's got to
for a
hike
little
it
bit.
all the way up this hill and all
Yup,
that.
to another zone, which is up a mountain.
Then he gets captured.
Yep.
And then fucking dude saves him, and it's so heartbreaking.
So Sugar, the squad leader, who you think gets blown up, he and his buddy actually get hit by an RPG right by them, and they're dead. Like you're just like fuck.
And then Bishop got captured.
Yes,
but we don't have to break down the whole movie.
No, but like he does. Sugar eventually shows
executed.
up, and he is such a badass in this movie.
He's
like a fucking just not even
gunslinger.
That's
and shit.
like I know there are people out there in the real world and praise you guys for doing what you do. Seriously, truly. Like it's not easy to go through that level of stress and just fucking annihilating people.
They have that level of training though, too.
They do, but like it takes a certain kind of a person to even want to be on a squad like that goes in on those. It's just 4 of us and we got a drone.
Well, that's how honorable he is. Like, no, Bishop's been captured. Like, we're not evacing.
Yes.
We're going back for Bishop.
Yeah, we're gonna
against all fucking odds.
Yep.
And then
so it's the
sucks.
two of them, and they
fail.
They do
and they
fail,
get kidnapped,
which is great because it's like they're not just yay, you're all dead. It's like no, we tried.
Yeah, they failed. Well, they go in that complex and just fuck some dudes up, dude.
Yeah,
just fucking dudes up, and
it's
like
crazy.
But he gets shot, and it's not like like John Wick.
No,
they're like having to physically fight people.
It's difficult for them, and
just
they're
to kill
getting
like
hurt,
4 or 5 people.
And it's a slog, but they're like determined. We're gonna go get him out of there.
And then they get fucking blown up, and then they captured, and everyone's just all bloody and have all these horrible wounds. And he got shot. Sugar did.
Yeah, he gets shot,
and he's just bleeding out. He's like, I'm actually gonna die, so don't even worry about me.
So don't worry about me. You gotta go get.
And then the dude puts the gun up to his head.
Yeah.
And he looks at fucking main character dude. Yeah. And he's like, or Fruit Loops or whatever his name is. And he's like, I'm good. And then boom.
Yeah. So they capture. So they actually do fail. They capture him, and then they're torturing.
Then they bring dude out to torture him.
Yeah, they torture the fuck out of him. Yeah.
Right before that, they called in this mega airstrike.
Yeah. So they're like, we need diversions every 15 minutes. There's going to be a bomb drop at certain locations on the compound.
Yeah.
So what happens is like they're interrogating the main character. The villain is mostly, and trying to figure out like
that's when you're like
trying to warn them. He's like,
"Fuck you!
We're all gonna die as soon as the next bomb drops on our heads."
Yeah, because the next bomb
they don't believe
on the cave system.
Yeah,
like,
so what happens is they're fucking drowning him in a tub, and then one of the bombs actually hits the target
and whoops everyone.
It blows everybody up but him because he's in a steel tub with surrounded by water, and there's just fire everywhere around him.
It just comes. And the people are still alive. They get fucking burned
and
there's no breathable air.
So some of them are like, and he's like,
fucking gun. Yeah.
Give me that gun.
He grabbed. Boom. Battery died.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But anyway,
I forgot to switch out the battery right before.
Yeah,
I was actually remembering to do that. I brought an extra battery because I knew we were seeing 2 movies, but I forgot we got in here.
So where were we?
Anyway, he lives. Then he finds the asset on there, And then they get the fuck out of there.
Well, he gets Bishop. Bishop's still alive.
Correct. He gets
So
Bishop.
Bishop and...
Oh, that's when he takes the fucking machete.
Oh, my God.
And like I said, this guy has 2 giant holes in his leg from sniper rifles.
Yeah.
And he's like standing there like, come on, you want to
Let's go,
get some?
motherfucker.
And he goes to pull a gun and then dude shanks him right up the
stabs
fucking...
him with his own like saber, basically. And then he's like,
some of the best acting ever because he watched him execute his buddy and his commander and everything.
Right in the head.
He goes, ah! He's like screaming at the guy's face and then he grabs a rock.
And he pancakes this guy's skull.
There's blood squirting up all over
you're
his
just
face.
like, oh man, you've got PTSD now.
I was like, how traumatic would it be to kill someone with a rock?
Like that. Well, just like the anger in his acting that came out.
It was awesome.
Just like
he's screaming. He's
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it was gory as fuck.
Really good. He's a great actor.
Yeah, I think he's great.
He needs more roles, man.
Yeah. Then they give all that artificial tension, like, oh, we only have like 3 minutes before.
Oh yeah, the
3 minutes before,
because they have to get out of the compound because the third bomb's gonna drop.
Yep.
But Russell Crowe's character's been taken off command because he's
had worked for 18 hours.
18 hours trying to get these kids out of there.
So they're like,
yeah,
go home, go to bed. Basically.
Yeah, so he's shopping out with his wife.
So he goes out shopping. So this is all. So he's the one who
tension there.
But he's the one who put the 15 minutes, right?
He set up.
All he did is he left that spot and he went home. Now here's the other.
He went to the grocery store.
Grocery store to go home.
Food for his wife and whatever.
And because she's pregnant and everything.
Yep.
So the second plot hole is that's fucking 45 minutes later. Hold on. It's 45 minutes later. After you were told to go home.
It's a 7. No.
And then he goes because I don't know, phone off the hook. I don't even care about all that stuff.
There's a lot of like there's a
artificial tension and stuff.
Yeah.
But he gets pissed about these guys not fucking answering the guy's call.
Yeah.
To like call off the strike.
Otherwise they're all dead.
So the second plot hole is you get told to go home. It's like get the fuck off the base.
Yeah,
right?
but like this
and that chick is sitting there. And then she watches him beat that TV up with a golf club. Why would she still be there 45 minutes later after she got told to go home too?
Maybe she...
That's lame.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Also, why... If she's still there, why didn't he just call her? Oh!
I don't know.
Better writers!
Yeah, exactly. Because then they just had her there to witness him sticking up for the whole op.
Yep, and showing, he gives a speech at the end. He does great. His acting is pretty good. He has some really funny lines.
Yeah, and then
he's got some tension relieving, like goofy, and like the way, whatever. Like it's all wrapped into his character. So, but anyway, I'd say that it is. I'd say let's look at we're clear. I'd say that this is a worthy watch, guys.
Worthy watch.
It is. If you like commando style shit and rescue missions and against all odds and like a camaraderie, especially this movie does have a lot of heart to it, and the main message is you don't leave anyone behind, and like that truly is.
And when they go back from, he's like, don't worry about up here. Don't worry about here.
Yeah.
Worry about here.
Yeah.
Like, let's
it's
go.
all about the
let's
heart.
go. And they go.
Like,
and,
they were. It's a Warriors movie, and I think they do a really good execution of it. So
it's literally, honestly, it would be a 9 if I didn't think about those two.
But they're glaring holes.
They're so glaring for an otherwise perfect movie.
Pretty much. I can't believe it can't be a 9. There's no
he got both his legs blown
I don't
away,
get it.
And he's like walking around like a badass.
Guy?
It is.
Are we?
He has
the sword. Yeah,
he has
the
a
one.
specific scimitar or whatever he's got.
That's what it is.
For chopping off heads.
Yep.
And he brings it. Yeah, it's him.
I was like, if they're gonna cut a kid's head off, I'm out of here.
I was kind of thinking the same.
And then it was like,
brutal.
Sugar's like, no, we are fucking weapons hot. I'm not gonna watch.
We're not watching a kid get his head cut off.
He's fucking
and then they start this big fucking combat.
The war just happened.
And
it's pretty neat.
The other thing that I kind of was like, what? How much fucking RPG ammo do you keep carrying around in your Jeeps? Everyone's got a lot.
If you have a box, RPGs are not.
Yeah, but everyone got RPGs. It's like there's so
a lot. There's
so
a lot.
many RPGs.
They've got 20 calibers on the back of their Jeeps.
And when an RPG hits a tree stump 4 feet behind your head, you're probably kind of fucked up from that.
The concussion alone.
And he's like, it blows up and he starts running. Like,
one of the things about the cinematography I was actually laughing out inside is like, okay, a guy's over there, so you're like, I got my 20 caliber, you're like, why are you sweeping across? He's right there.
You know
why
exactly
are you
where he is. They're shooting down the whole forest.
Nobody does that. Like that's not how combat. Whatever. Anyway,
you know what it probably was? Like, let's get a bunch of stock shots of people shooting guns.
Truly,
and then we'll edit them in later.
Throw it in there and make it make sense. So, the editing's good though. Overall,
it's good. It was a beautiful place that they went and like commandoed at.
Yes, they're at a dam.
They're doing some commandoing.
Yeah, it was really neat. I wonder if that was actually the Philippines or not. Probably.
I don't know, but it was a great.
Beautiful
it was
place.
a beautiful mansion with a sweet, like this cool dam and all these bridges and stuff.
Yeah, it was really ritzy on top, but then there's all these underground shitty fucking dungeony places.
Anyway, though, we'll wrap this up because we're at like 34 minutes or something.
No, we're way past due here. But anyway, I'd say go see it, guys. Support the movie. I think it's really it's great, especially if you're like into military shit. This is perfect. Like, or you're a vet.
So, yeah.
I mean, the theater was full of old people. And they were mostly, it was
I'm guessing they're all vets of some sort.
Some kind, or they just love war movies.
They all looked like fit old people.
It was like,
it was a weird scenario.
Yeah. You're losing your hair, but I don't want to arm wrestle you. Like, that would suck, because I know I would lose. Like
when we saw Madame Web, it was like crusty, crippled people and like a bunch of little fat kids. I don't know. Truly was. This was a totally different
absolutely different demographic. So anyway, thanks. 8 here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe.
Next time I'll be the one getting drunk.
When you go see this,
let
us. Well, I mean, you could.
I'm shocked you didn't give it a 9 because you were drinking.
It's not that good. It's good.
I think it's,
but
really
it's not
good.
a 9.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. Like Lisa Frankenstein is a better movie somehow. And it's for what it is.
I was more entertained. This was stressful as a motherfucker.
It was.
I was like, oh my God, they're going to torture him. They're torturing him.
And it's hard to watch. You're like, no, stop.
He's cut out bleeding. It's just another one of those movies where, fuck that, he gets kicked in the head 8 times.
A lot.
And I'm like, oh, you can't.
A little bit.
You can't. You can't take kicks to the head that many times. You just can't. I don't care how fucking tough you are.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Not with boots.
Anyway, just kicked in the head.
Yeah. Anyway, well, leave a comment, guys. Let us know what you think about the movie when you do see it, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Sayonara.